Next thing we're going to learn how to do is how to grade some work. So, um, when the easiest way to add grades for things is if you have something that you're entering manually that students are submitting to you in person, or you're putting in a score from something else, you can just switch to this spreadsheet view. So, for example, I'm going to just put in a score here and I'm going to save it. So that allows me to type in the student score, and you can do it from here. So there's some different shortcuts as you are getting to learn the system, so that you can enter grades a little bit easier. So I'm going to save that. That was saved, tells me, and then I'm going to switch back to this standard view. So that's how you would just manually enter a grade into your class. Now, let's say that you have work was submitted to you. So we'll first use the example of an assignment, so you can kind of see what this looks like. This is pretty common. So I have a student that submitted work. I click on it. I'm going to open it up. It's going to show me the document right here, and I can kind of preview to see what it looks like. I can mark it up if I need to, so I can kind of draw on the test if I need to, circle things, type. There's text box. You can go type on it. So I'm just kind of, that'll take some time to explore. It's not quite as simple as that, but you kind of get the idea of what you can do. And then over here, I can give it a grade. So maybe here's my score. Then I can add my feedback. Um, and then I can publish when you're done. So you can also add record audio or video feedback as well. That's kind of built right in, which is really nice. And it's a little bit more obvious than it was in Blackboard as well. You can also attach files. You can link to existing stuff. You can add web links, Google Drive. So there's all kinds of stuff there. So once you're done, you can publish that. So that's kind of a just very simple way to update that feedback. I'm going to go back to the submissions, and it takes me kind of back to this area over here. Sometimes you can go different ways to find things. And that can be a little confusing as you're learning Brightspace. But I'm going to go back to my gradebook view. So I kind of like that view. I can see what I'm grading. And you'll notice that my score for that student went here. And I can see that there's a little submission there, which is nice. For a discussion, I can do something very similar. So I can click on these. I can go into and evaluate the student's work. It's going to appear very similar to what it did in Blackboard. As long as it's connected, I have my discussion rubric that transferred over. Remember, we went through and we associated it with the column. So if you're not seeing a score here, a box there, then that might be why. So I'm going to use my little rubric here and see how it works. I didn't edit this rubric at all, so we'll see if that does anything at all. So I might need to adjust. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. So let me try to give the points to the student correctly. We'll try that. And then notice it's updating here. And nice work. We'll just add a comment. And then you would publish that when you're done. And once you do that, it tells you it's published. And you can go back to assess the topic. Sometimes it took me back here so I can see the score, but really I want to go back to the grade book. So that takes a little while to get used to. And notice the score will populate right there. And as we're going through, it's going to start calculating the score. So that is how to kind of grade things as you're going along. And tests will be similar, and you want to make sure those are publishing through to the grade book right there. So hopefully that helps to give you some background with how to adjust your own grade book. Just remember, every grade book is a little different. So if you need help, you can always reach out to our virtual campus team, and we're happy to provide support to you.